So this is what happens when you beat Mihail. She thinks she's more important than she probably is, and runs off, despite supposedly, having walked off a limb.
A head limp.
She used the truth to heal it with magic bullshit.
I guess so. Anyway, so we had to go through the entire portion of the puzzle with the lava and all that, and stop the generator, and fight Lucifer, and then beat Starthought, and this happens. He turns red and actually says, "Oh, I'm losing and have to use my true power."
But we fought his true power last... What?
Yeah, I don't know why, but this time he actually, I guess because he glowed red, it implies that he's hurt this time?
This is his true power.
Then Mihail actually shows up, and instead of the black hole going away when she shows up, she actually manages to use her magic?
Oh, it's a self-destruct button.
It's a spirit bomb or whatever. But yeah, they I don't know. They reveal more stuff that they had already revealed?
No, I won't allow that. I want to pursue my true career as a circus clown.
But yeah, the idea is that the truth is holiness, darkness is unholiness, and these guys were originally the creators of the universe? Shrug?
Oh god, are we gonna get a huge plot dump?
Yeah, it's gonna be a huge plot dump. There you go. The angel of creation and judgment. Why is there an angel that essentially has the function of a god instead of a god? Who knows?
Yeah, why does a god turn into an angel? Seems like a step down. Maybe it's because in order to do that, she has to eat a demon, so it sort of cancels each other out.
Yeah, they have to fusion dance or whatever. I don't get why they don't just... not?
So, angel and demon must become one to become god, and then we have to fight God?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know why Pommy is still, being all like, you can do it, Bomberman, but he's... I mean, you'll see.
Oh, I know why, because Mikhail still wants to reset the universe.
I died a lot to this guy as well. More yelling.
Okay, how stupid does this look? Pretty stupid.
I remained quiet so that we could appreciate your take on it. He literally says, "We are God." With every attack, and I'm pretty sure at the start he also said, essentially, "We are God."
This is a fucking Persona boss.
What wa kami da? All the time! I got overzealous with the start of the successful take, but yeah. He moves as far away as possible, he glows the color of an elemental stone, and then does an attack based on that elemental stone. I used the light bombs, but you can also use any other bomb with a wide radius, and it'll work. With one exception, there's one attack that you absolutely have to use one single type of bomb, and usually if that attack turns up, you can't do damage to this guy, unless you get really lucky.
So, are you forever safe and not have to worry about falling down, or is this just like, you gotta stay in the place and then if you fall, fuck you?
This is just a circular arena with a weird skybox. There's no fear of falling off. Like, it has invisible walls.
Okay.
But yeah, he has... This guy, unlike his Satan form, actually has attacks for light and dark elements.
Yeah, because Satan was just dark, he didn't have any light. Now that we filled his dark soul with light, he has both.
But as you can see, this guy rehashes some attacks, like that one. The lightning strike is the same, the laser beams are essentially the same, he just uses less of them at a time. Like, all in all, I feel like this guy is easier.
And that's why you died to him several times.
He's more tedious because you can't make his phase end early.
I'll say this, he's a better designed boss than that fucking card jester from the last one.
I don't know, I thought the card jester was cool. Nonsensical, but cool. He just seems like he should have been final boss material instead of a mid-boss. Especially with the whole, you know, you can only damage me my shadow or whatever thing.
The lightning attack doesn't seem good?
Yeah, it doesn't home in, it just splits up and covers a wide area. If you just get far away enough and move into one direction, you can get away from it.
Doesn't even look like that. Like, if you stay on its path, it won't hit you.
No, it does have some dumb homing. It still does. It hits a wider area than it looks.
Okay. Bigger hitbox, not homing.
Yeah.
I guess it's a good thing that Pommy's invincible, because he's getting hit more than you are.
Pommy's the only way that I know, like, what cardinal direction the stage is looking at.
I'm a compass!
Excuse me, I'm a compass!
There's a lot of times where I can't hit this guy, because he just flies up above the range.
You need to use the lava bomb.
No, all of the bombs, for whatever reason, pumped up or not, like the wide range bombs, they all suffer from gravity. Like the explosion will fall to the ground level. So no, lava bombs are bad. The lava falls to the ground and doesn't hurt him.
I'm just surprised at this point he doesn't look at Pommy and then just hit him with his staff.
Just smack him repeatedly.
Like, what the hell is this thing?
Hey, get out of here, you! No. Does he use the dark attack in the final take? I hope he does.
Did we hit him, or?
No, we didn't.
Oh.
When he's glowing colors, that's when he's vulnerable, like when he's glowing every color in the rainbow, not just 3 or 2 or 1.
Okay. Like, right about...
Usually you can get it pretty early, like for example here, if I manage to throw it at him. Yeah. Like he only managed to glow red and then got hurt and glowed red again.
How much health does he have?
I think he takes like 11 hits or something. I'm not sure. Like I remember trying to count, but every time that I tried to count while I was playing... Anyway, this attack sucks. I died to him. So here's the thing, this can only be destroyed by the black hole bomb. But because it moves following like a random pattern and he moves to another corner of the stage and you can only put one dark hole bomb at a time, you can't really hurt him unless you get lucky and you manage to kick the dark hole bomb where he is at the same time that he makes the white ball appear. Which I think is going to happen right now. I'm going to manage it. Right? No?
Question. If you just use the black hole bomb, period, can you get lucky and just cancel out white hole bomb just by using black hole bomb?
No. Can't cancel out a black hole bomb with another black hole bomb.
No. If you just plain out use black hole bomb, will you damage him, or is he immune to black hole bomb?
Oh, you can damage him, but the problem with black hole bomb is that it's also an instant kill for you.
Oh, okay.
So whenever I have to run very close to him to be able to kick a bomb underneath him, it's a bad idea to use a black hole bomb.
I was not aware of that.
I would end up getting sucked into a black hole. I mean, theoretically I could. It's just... I would probably die if it's not his last hit.
Does he have an instant kill attack?
He does not.
Huh.
I thought he would. Like, I kept fighting him over and over, expecting him to use a darkness move. Because I mean, we've seen every other color on the rainbow. When he glows green, he dashes at you. When he glows ice blue, he does the lasers. When he glows brown, he does this thing. When he glows red, he turns his staff into a flamethrower for no reason. When he glows white, he does the white ball of light that follows everything. Purple, he does the arching thunder lightning thing on the ground. And Did I miss a color? I don't think I did. But yeah, he doesn't glow black.
Yeah, see, that's kind of what I was
Yeah, I managed that. And I'm gonna do it again, but it takes me a while to manage to do that stuff.
Maybe it's because since it's the angel of creation and judgment, part of that is destroying everything. So, like, the darkness would just be destroying everything, and that's not very sporting when you're in a boss fight.
Well, I mean, every other enemy has a one-hit KO, so why not?
Maybe they just expected you to fall asleep.
Well, no, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Surfthoth's 2 forms didn't have a one-hit KO either, so...
Huh. So it's Sertoth's fault.
Well, we lose. Oh,
Yep.
well.
We won. We beat God, I guess.
We'll destroy the world anyway.
No, from what I understand, apparently beating them means that humanity has hope or some shit. Even though we're not clear if anybody in this is a human.
Bomberman's not a human, though. He's a robot. How does humanity have a chance if a robot saves them?
Yeah, it's really weird because then Pommy says as long as we're around, the universe is safe. And if Bomberman is a robot, isn't he essentially eternal? So I guess, yeah, there we go. We've won forever, I guess.
Guess so.
Until Bomberman 3!
Until he goes rusty!
Did they make they did make another Bomberman 64.
There's a face on his torso. I just noticed this.
There is?
Look at his bottom. Or look at the bottom of him. That's a face.
Oh shit, it's kind of like a clown's face.
Or like a cartoon bird.
Well. Anyway, they go back into the Celestial Elemental Stone, I guess, and then these guys are returned to us, finally. Bomberman still thinks I have to fight.
Relax, I'm not Satan again.
He's a good guy now.
Is he?
As all characters with clay hair are. Mommy takes all the credit.
Let me just turn my eyeballs into U's.
Let me thank you as well, Bomberman Smooch.
Just completely out of place.
Guess I'll go back to my old life being a wandering bum.
Weren't these two guys already partners?
Yeah.
Whatever. I guess they were just partners in business associates sense?
Why does Pommy never get the girl? Because you don't have traditional body parts.
Traditional? I don't know if you've noticed, but neither Bomberman nor Pommy have thumbs or fingers to begin with.
Well, Pommy's just an orb with other orbs. Oh, hi.
And all the bosses come back. Except they're friends now.
Yeah, the Astral Knights are all alive again.
I must say, it's very mature of Bomberman to get over his crush on Lilith the first time he meets her. And then never again.
Yeah, that heart moment only showed up once. I don't know if, like, it was meant to be anything like, she's just very pretty, or Bomberman isn't capable of love beyond that, I guess.
I don't know if you can forgive me. I mean, I was completely possessed by pure evil.
We should thank these two assholes.
Not like usual, right, Pommy?
Jesus, I would just shove Pommy in the ship at this point.
I'd shove him down that hole. He can't get back up. Well, I guess he can teleport, but then I'd just do it again. Keep doing it, you little fucker. You're not going anywhere.
He could also use the elevator, I guess. My brother in flame. I like that. That's kind of cute. We only talked to him like the one time because he only shows up the one time.
Did he just call you a fellow arsonist?
Essentially. He was the guy who was supposed to be the elemental knight that protects the stone we started out with. The Fire Stone.
So he's basically the only other real Bomberman.
Essentially, yeah. Except, he gets to use phoenixes and stuff.
Oh no, she's still evil.
I like that, though. I like that she was just evil. Her personality didn't really change, though.
You're still a sadist. Oh no.
Apparently it's implied that Sayel also, besides being evil, still did have a crush on Lucifer.
I'm seeing that as Sabretooth.
Wow.
You're not Zaelus?
There's still 2 more of these assholes.
There's 3 more, actually.
Wind, thunder, earth.
I'm a woman. I need to go find some men.
She's gonna go bar hopping with Sayel.
That's a good ending.
It is.
Well, these people are gonna have philosophical things. We're gonna get drunk.
Brugefeld knows what's up.
It looks like the universe got a little...
Look, it's the Honorable Astarth. Or Ashtarth. Here, time.
I thought you called him Astart, and I was like, what?
I've been calling him a lot of things, actually. I don't know if you've noticed, I've never called any of the characters by their right name except maybe Sayel.
Because their name is stupid. Except for this guy. He's fine.
Did we? We really didn't.
I guess we found the reason to fight is because why not?
If Bomberman is truly a sociopath, then he also probably doesn't care about his own safety.
I'm bored. Is Armageddon happening yet?
I really feel that Moloch his observation was, haha, you didn't think of anything at all, did you? Whatever, I'm outie.
Like, you taught me what it takes to be a warrior, but that doesn't matter because I was possessed, so whatever.
I've forgotten more than you'll ever learn. Not like me. I'm permanently depressed.
Yeah, worthy opponent. That guy who kept dropping bombs everywhere.
There's still 1 more person.
There is still 1 more person, yeah.
It's so long.
I shall go where the wind takes me, in space where there is no wind. Just radiation.
Do you think that everybody just teleported outside the ship and immediately asphyxiated?
Aren't they all just like either robots or elemental spirits or something stupid?
I don't know. Bomberman drowns in water, so...
He's a robot. He's short circuits. He doesn't need oxygen.
He could hypothetically walk on the bottom.
Oh, right. I forgot about you.
Yeah, it's this guy. The guy who was swallowed up by a giant black hole.
How are you not a diamond?
It's okay, everybody was brought back to life by, Deus Ex Machina. Literally. God.
Yeah.
If the angel could do that shit, why... Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, Pommy. Jesus Christ. The one line you said that makes sense.
And immediately gone again.
Back in the hole you go. Have to begin training again so I can kill you.
That is essentially the only thing Beelzebub wants. But at least he's calling himself Regulus again.
And we never saw him again.
Or did we?
No, not really.
Oh.
We got Max instead, who looks roughly the same, but...
There's a better name.
Suspiciously almost exactly the same.
Why is anyone recognizing Pommy exists? He's just a mascot. He doesn't do anything of merit.
Well, Bomberman can't talk.
Oh.
And Bomberman can't swim.
The hero of all space-time. Can't swim, can't talk.
I mean, that's sort of optional, right? You only need those in RPGs and adventure games, and this is a puzzle game.
In action games, in FPSs, in simulator games.
I don't know if you've noticed, but some FPSs you don't need to swim, you don't need to breathe, and you don't need to talk. You don't even need to nod your head.
You don't even need legs in an FPS.
Bomberman can nod his head, so at least it's 1 out of 4. That's why he's a hero.
No, Pommy, we really don't need to hang around anymore. No. No.
Anyway, now I've lost control of the game completely. This is the end.
And time.
You lost control of your life. And Pommy's leaving without you.
Hobby, you dick.
You asshole! What a piece of shit! You tried to steal the car!
I don't know if you saw, but Lucifer was laughing at the end also.
Good! He has more character than anybody!
Who likes blooper reels?
And then we just fucking drop our armor.
Yeah, Pommy also de-evolves. If he had been evolved, he immediately becomes this Pommy. So I guess he sheds?
Executive.
Holy shit.
But yeah, these are the happy credits. I don't know if you've noticed, but during the entire previous segment, it was the same song as the bad ending.
I honestly wasn't paying attention. I was quite literally furious.
Anyway, here's all the cutscenes, but without dialogue, except for the ones where now there's more dialogue, because Bomberman talks!
What? Well, I kind of wish Bomberman could talk.
There you go, wish granted. The blooper reel lets you see Bomberman talk.
It's an interesting addition, and it's kind of strange. Like, you can almost see the mental processes of the people who wrote the game, because Bomberman isn't interesting. So when he's talking, it's like, it's cool that we're seeing dialogue. It doesn't really contribute anything, so it's almost like it's better that they just left him a mime, because that's funnier.
Yeah, he just goes Metal Gear Solid Snake on this. Delicate, huh?
You don't seem that delicate to me. I can throw you in lava and you're not dead.
I bet you bruise worse than I do.
And I'm a robot. What the fuck?
But yeah. That's it. That's all the extra dialogue, I think. Oh wait, no, there's still Epic here.
I like roller coasters because I'm strapped in. Yeah, a lot of Bomberman's dialogue is very generic protagonist.
Well, I mean, it would suck if you were like playing the game as an asshole, like I was. And then Bomberman is like, "Ah, saintly tidings to you, Poppy. I love you."
You're my best friend, Pommy, because I have no friends.
Yeah, Pommy, you like to ride on roller coasters? I can put you on the best seat, strapped in the front of the car.
Underneath the tracks, actually.
Yes.
But yeah, we get to see some of the different angles for some of the boss appearances. Which is interesting because when Moloch shows up, the animation is actually different for his appearance. Like, in the actual game, the grating doesn't fly off, but in this one, it does. We'll see in a little bit.
Hi there. Grr.
Yeah, seeing everything without dialogue really lets you fill in the blanks, I guess, if you really wanted to.
Hey, wanna play some dice? I'll rattle it first. I'm getting a seizure.
Hey, why'd you burn the floor? That shit's expensive.
I mean, it's your floor, so...
There should still be 2 bloopers with dialogue coming up, I think.
Yeah, whatever, stupid.
I actually think Pommy's model is cuter than his avatar.
Oh yeah, I saw the grading kind of fly off, I guess.
Yeah, and that doesn't happen in the normal one. It doesn't do that at all.
Huh.
It's interesting.
Hi, I'm a sadist.
And I like cats, I think.
Oh, because the theme park is filled with them? Or do you say that because of the ground?
The ground.
Those look like the fucking things from Kirby, where if you try to suck them in, they become evil incarnate.
Oh yeah, the devil head things.
They're called Snarfies or Scarfies?
Scarfies. I mean, they do look like the outline, but if you remember the start of the planet, actually has the weird mascot characters instead.
I'm still evil!
I do actually like this cutscene, though.
Yeah, I can't tell if this is a blooper or if it's like, you know, a post-credit scene. Because he says nobody's here, like, it could happen anytime after you've defeated most of the Elemental Knights. It could happen anytime, actually. Doesn't he always have his monologue when everybody's left?
Okay, that's a blooper. I was gonna say blooper implies there's humor involved. That was good.
Useless.
Eh.
Take two.
Get a stuntman. Yeah, whatever.
Maybe that's why Bomberman doesn't have the whole love struck thing anymore. That blooper actually happened. I can't fall for such a corpse.
Oh no, my brother was actually Satan.
I don't think they're siblings.
Sigh. Boing.
Come back, you have the keys to the house!
The keys to the warship. I like the idea of the giant spaceship having a door with keys.
I mean, you gotta secure the place. Wave Designer, what?
What?
There's a credit called Wave Designer, what?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I just want this thing to have like a zipper or something for its blooper. Oh, it's not a blooper, is it? Damn it!
No, it's not. Those were the last two humor bloopers, I think. I don't know what Wave Designer does, because there's no water in the game that has, like, an animated surface.
Hang on a second. Wave Designer, tell me something, Google.
Oh wait, no, hold on. Maybe it's literally, like, 3 people designed the textures for the water texture?
Apparently Wave Designer has to do with audio?
Oh. Huh. Well then, okay.
Because that's all I'm getting.
Well, that's interesting, then.
I'm just gonna hang out here while he swallows himself. We'll discuss our dinner plans.
We're gonna talk about the entire history of the universe.
Might as well, because it's about to end.
Yep.
Natsuna!
I can't get over the face on the bottom half, it's so dumb.
I mean, clown faces on Bomberman games aren't unheard of, so,
Yeah.
you know. I don't know why they managed to sneak one in there. I didn't see that at all.
Okay, we're seeing you again? Oh, it's Regulus's time to shine.
Yeah.
Get out! Look at this. Ah, the sign went away. There was a sign that said, get out.
Oh yeah, there's those signs show up in Starlight and Epic here.
Ah, okay.
Does that cutscene chain if you fight Regulus first?
Nope. I tried. It does not change. He shows up either way.
I also noticed that Regulus has like a fucking B-16 on his back.
Yeah, he had Jets as his old form. Like, literally from what I've seen of the 2 character models, when I revisited the Bomberman 64, they only repainted Regulus black. And red. Black and red instead of green, blue, and white.
time for a new adventure. Don't lose that armor again, asshole.
Wink.
The Guardian armor is only for people that protect the elemental stones, and we're not doing that shit anymore.
What is there, like a fucking DRM on this armor? You broke the ship, didn't you?
No, it's okay.
Yeah, we're crashing into a planet now.
I guess it's self-corrected because the alarm turned off on its own. Makes you wonder how he managed to, take off a ship at all to begin with. Anyway, as you can see, no thanks. No thank you for playing.
Just Bomberman Max.
Yeah, see you next time on Bomberman Max. Actually, I looked up a Nintendo Power copy, and apparently the Bomberman Max games were announced at the same time. So I guess that's why it's not see you next time. It's like, also buy this!
It comes out of nowhere. It seems like the game's saying, Bomberman is Max.
Oh no, it's the whole Load Runner ending again.
Bomberman Maximum. It's like some awkward English attempt at translating Bomberman's the best.
A new flavor of Max Coffee. Bomberman flavor.
It'll blow your head off.
But yeah, that's the entire story mode of Bomberman 64 The Second Attack. We're done. We did it.
Yay.
Yay.
I guess recap of the LP. Highwaying, I know you don't like the game.
That was tiring, plot-wise, and puzzle design, and everything.
Yeah, the game looked like shit, honestly.
I don't know what to say. Like, part of me thinks nostalgia is skewing my opinion. The other thing is that I did just play it, so it might be Stockholm Syndrome also skewing my opinion.
And you've played it a lot.
I played it a lot. You saw the amount of time that I spent playing it, and I kept playing it after that. I recorded the footage for 2 more bonus videos after this. But yes, I've done a lot of it. I like it, but I do admit it's got a lot of flaws, especially as it trickles down to the end. It stops being child-friendly. Like, the whole puzzle with the lava and having to do everything at the end really quickly. It didn't lend itself well to being like, hey, this is your first Bomberman game, right? Or your first puzzle game or video game at all. I mean, it seems like it was still around the time where people were still abandoning the whole, like, hey, rent games to try them out, and, that's still a viable business venture. Nintendo still likes Blockbuster and occasionally wanted to put, like, the Pokemon Stadium things in there, or station, whatever.
Well, I think the logic that Hudson Soft was going with is that this is the second game. They're not going to play the second game without beating the first, right? So we could be a little bit meaner with our puzzles.
Well, see, you say that, but nothing you learn in the first is absolutely necessary in this game for progression beyond maybe getting a few custom parts. And even then, most of those didn't train you to hit yourself onto the bomb staircases, so that's still different.
Huh.
Like, you can't use the defense of, well, the previous game has elements that this one builds up of. It's, the previous game has game elements that it didn't force people to learn to beat it anyway. That we happen to use because I guess, they built it from the same engine a little bit.
Yeah, like, if I've seen a little bit of a Bomberman one, it looks relatively the same engine, probably some under-the-hood improvements for performance, but it doesn't look drastically different.
Well, from the boss sizes and the arenas and the fact that you could actually move the camera, I don't know if maybe this is a step backwards or forwards. Like, it feels like with the whole cross-shaped bomb explosion coming back and all that, it feels like Bomberman the Second Attack was trying to marry the old Bomberman from the Super Nintendo and Nintendo days, marry those together with the things they introduced in Bomberman 64, and the result was stationary camera angles, the puzzles, the bomb explosions that are cross-shaped, and a whole lot of things that they ended up doing for Second Attack. Like, mechanically wise. I don't know where the whole Judeo-Christian references thing came out of, because I don't think Hudson is known for that, as far as I remember.
I think it was just a product of the times, because you see that in literally every game ever from Japan at about that time.
Really? I'm pretty sure Quest 64 didn't do that, and that was a Japanese game.
Well, it's fucking, you want to take a look at some similar products. Xenogears was out at about the same time, Wild Arms, Ogre Battle 64, all of them tackled, like, creationism and taking on your creator, because that was the big hot thing
I guess I can see that, but at the same time, like, it feels weird when Bomberman games have never been about that. Like, if we're going with the whole, they were marrying old concepts into new, that comes out of left field.
Bomberman always felt like, I hate to sound mean, but it always felt like, plot-wise, Bomberman was always trying to catch up to the trends.
I feel like Bomberman's plot before, like, the Super Nintendo games were always just, like, it's all there in the manual, and otherwise it's not there at all.
Yeah, and once we got into 64 days, when people were starting to focus a little bit more on writing, Bomberman just seems like it couldn't catch up with the trends, or the trends just didn't really work with Bomberman and its cutesy style. To wit, creationism, fighting angelic forms, space-time, etc., with the cutest looking motherfucker in the universe, really.
Oh yeah, about that. That's pretty much obviously like, we saw Pikachu and how well Pokemon was doing, and we decided to do our own, right?
Yeah.
We can agree on that one.
Pommy is basically a Me Too as well.
The weird thing about that is that after this, they actually, in Japan, they released Bomberman Land and Bomberman Land 2, 3. Like, they started doing a bunch of RPG minigame-ish things that weren't like Bomberman games. They still had Bomberman multiplayer, like, classic modes. But they were all, like, Super Nintendo stuff, essentially.
You want to know what they were trying to do?
What?
They were trying to cash in on Mario Party.
They might have. The problem is that Bomberman Land was more like they were trying to cash in on Mario Tennis for the Game Boy Color's RPG mode.
Huh.
Like, if we were gonna have to compare it to another thing, there you go. That was essentially it. You have an RPG overlay, everybody has, like, a talking role, you can talk, and it works pretty much the same. You talk to random NPCs and they give you, like, bonus ups, or help you unlock things that let you do better at minigames, or progress the story. I don't know. Pommy comes back for that one.
Well, Loco, I think we know what your next LP is going to be.
I do not know Japanese.
You're going to LP Mario Tennis for us for the Game Boy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
For the Bomberman Mega Thread, because that's logical.
Yes.
I mean, the closest thing would be, like, one of the other Game Boy games where they randomly slapped things on there. I mean, at this point, the next thing should be Bomberman Max, if we're going chronologically. But I don't know if I want to subject myself to that.
You could play the DS Bomberman that I played in college, where they were basically trying to rip off Megaman.exe.
A DS Bomberman where they tried to rip off Megaman.exe? I don't remember that.
It was a DS Bomberman where Bomberman was quite literally a program in a computer and you had to fight viruses and shit.
Wow, I've never heard of this.
I gotta remember what it is, but I distinctly remember playing that in college for like a month before I realized, wow, I suck at Bomberman.
Yeah, the only Bomberman DS I have is the DS one, and I don't recall that being a plot point. I think Bagular had returned in that one again. I know they announced one for the 3DS in 2012, and then, nothing came of it because they went bankrupt.
It looks like it was labeled Bomberman 2, but it looks like it was also Japan only, so it's kind of a wonder how I got it.
Mm.
For those that have had a DS back in the day, you know how I got it.
No, aside from Bomberman Tournament, which somebody has already LP'd for the thread, I don't think I ended up playing any of the other Bomberman, which is a shame. Like, I had Super Bomberman 1 and 2, I didn't have 3 or any of the Japanese ones, then 64, and then my card is here for Second Attack. The DS one was... I mean, mechanically it did, the usual thing, like, switching screens, woo, there's 2 battle arenas at every level. That's pretty much all they did. It was still a regular, like, Super Nintendo or Nintendo-era Bomberman game, otherwise. And I think that's it. I didn't play any other Bomberman other than Jetters and Generations.
I don't think I played many Bomberman until I started the Mega Thread, thinking about it.
Nah, I was an oldie. I have the Super Nintendo cartridges. And the multi-tap with a B on it. The Hudson B. What else is there to be retrospective about Bomberman 64 The Second Attack?
I don't know, I remember really wanting it as a kid. Because I did like 64 and Hero at the time, because I didn't know better. But it looked fun. I never found the cartridge. I was never able to buy it.
I remember Nintendo Power went out of their way to do, like, a lot of cool little advertisements. Like, they had really cool pictures for Pommy and Bomberman, like, escaping explosions, or Pommy sitting on top of Bomberman, like 3D renders. Like, they did some cool stuff, art-wise, but I don't know. Like, I wanted it because it was a Bomberman game, and it looked like a classic Bomberman game. I think the whole revisiting aspect, like seeing the cross-shaped bombs, was actually a plus for me. Because I remember hating blowing up myself because of a circular bomb. But having played the battle mode, I can safely say, yeah, this definitely, I would rather play these sorts of games with human beings.
Because the AI cheats.
You don't even know the half of it. What do you think of the AI cheating? Like, what do you think it does in Second Attack? And I'll tell you if you're off or underestimating.
Well, for 3D, I wouldn't know, so I only ever played the 2D SNES ones.
Well, in the 2D, the computer will skew themselves to targeting you. Yes. In Second Attack, they do the same, but the computer, for the challenge modes, starts out fully upgraded. They have 3 skates, they have the gloves, they have the kick.
Nice. And you're supposed to use your brain power to win.
They have all the upgrades. You start out with nothing.
So I don't know if they expect you to, like, strategize or something, or do they...
Oh no, I beat them! I mean, I have a video. I have proof that I beat the computer when it was cheating. You have to beat them 5 times, too.
Fuck!
Yeah, for the challenge mode, you don't get to pick how many rounds you go or how long they last. So I had to beat them 5 times in every game mode. So, I don't think it's strategy. I think it's pretty much just A, persevere, and B, take advantage of the computer, that the computer itself doesn't know what to do in regards to circular bomb radiuses. The computer is weak to the same thing that I am, essentially. And they don't pump up their bombs. I do. I wouldn't call it a strategy, though.
So yeah, it's a problematic game, but the LP itself I enjoyed taking part in.
I enjoyed recording it.
It was interesting to see what I missed, and by missed, I mean I don't regret missing this game. I'm sorry, you guys, I know you like Bomberman, but I'm just looking at this like, wow.
We like Bomberman. We're not saying most of the games are good or well put together.
Yeah, I mean, they're fun, but I wouldn't say, like, hey, put this in your top 10 every year. Like, I'm not saying I like it this much. I'm saying, I remember this fondly, and I played through it, and I can still play through it, and it's okay for me.
Yeah. I don't have any real intention of playing through Bomberman 64 again. Maybe Hero just, like, as a casual retrospective, not to 100% it again.
If I learn Japanese, or if somebody puts out a translation for the games that haven't been translated, like the PSX games, Bomberman Land, or Bomberman 64, the one that was released after, that was Japan only, but it's also called Bomberman 64.
Which was the only one that was called Bomberman 64 in Japan.
Yeah. That also has like an RPG mode, apparently. So that also has dialogue-heavy stuff. I would like a translation of that, and I wouldn't be opposed to going through it again.
There is Bomberman Wars, I think it was called. Recently had the translation patch.
That was a PlayStation and Dreamcast game, right?
I know it was on PlayStation. I know about Dreamcast. I was going to check it out, but I couldn't get the translation patch to work. But I think that's everything for Second Attack.
Yeah, sounds about right. I mean, other than the fact that they kept at it with a Pokemon theme for the next games. But I mean, you know, if somebody LPs the rest of the games, then we can see them there. If you've already seen Bomberman Tournament, they all became tools in the same sense that the rings from the Tales game series, or
Oh, yeah.
yeah, essentially you just equip them for dungeon progression, and that's it. Or for
All right.
side quests.
Bomberman Attack is done.
Yeah. Good night, everybody!
We did it!